Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we saved a deep gnome from a windmill and we recruited some ogres to be on our side in the future with the use of a wonderful horn. Just gonna deal with this goblin that's right in front of our faces. He's just wandered by. I think if we just kind of go... If we just swap over then to Grace. Yeah, that didn't go too well for him, did it? Alright, well behind us we are stood right beside this ancient rune circle, so we can use that to fast travel to camp. And while we won't be long resting here, I'm going to make use of this box. I'm just going to move it a little bit closer to the beds. And inside, we can just keep all of our... Okay, why was there two of it? We can keep all of our extra food that we don't need to carry on our persons at all time, because food in itself is pretty heavy. We'll keep one supply pack with us, just because if we have to long rest somewhere that isn't this camp, we don't want to be without all of our supplies in their entirety. So let me just do some light admin. Alright, there's our food haul. We'll leave that there. We only have 3 supply packs here. Stick 2 of those in there. We've got 1 left. Everything else can come back with us. And then we can just take the party and fast travel back to the blighted village where we had just been. Everyone is here and accounted for, which is lovely. So let's get the last of our goblin murdering out of our system, shall we?
One move ahead.
So there's a couple there at the gate. This one's already dead. I thought there was more. These 2 are already dead as well. I didn't do that, did I? I thought normally these guys were on patrol on this back half of things. Unless I'm missing something, which can always be the case in D&D.
Easy enough.
A bear could have come through and murdered these guys for all I know.
And I'm off.
But we're just going to very swiftly worry about these 2. So we'll start here. Not casting Hex ahead of time because that would alert them to our presence, so we'd rather get the immediate attack in. And they rolled very high in the order. But here we are, here to play. Reapply our Hex. So even with 5 HP, you could roll a 1 for Hex, plus 3 for our Charisma modifier, because we have the modifier that lets us add our Charisma to our damage, and that would be 4. But with Hex applied, if we hit for even minimum damage, then we get 5 damage. Or, you know, we could miss. But it's the little things that are important. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Oh, but then your pets just do all the heavy lifting, right? Sharp Eye's going to get 1 more turn in. They summon a giant spider. That's only slightly terrifying. Hex again over here. And we're not going to move away because we don't want an attack of opportunity. But with his death on that crit, he loses his concentration on the spell summoning the spider, and we're safe once again. And they've clearly been taking tolls or something over here, because they've got all the cash.
One day I'll catch a break. On my way.
Right, so the only things left in this village, I believe, are
Another step forward.
the two basement sections, one underneath the apothecaries here, and the other underneath the, the blacksmiths. So let's take all the potions here that we can carry.
Don't mind if I do.
Can we reach this antitoxin? Absolutely can. That one's just an empty bottle. Nope, that's another antitoxin. And that one we can't reach though. So I'm going to leave all the books and shelves and stuff because we could be here for days trying to read through all that. I'll check this rustic chest, although I think it's often empty. Oral histories of Faerun and Death as Resurrection. And then we'll just nip down this trapdoor here. Okay, so this is where we really get reminded in environments like this that we do not have dark vision. So I would like Grace, if we get to her character sheet, if you could wield a torch in your offhand for me, and we'll just keep both characters together for the meantime. But compared to when you're using dark vision, really gives you an appreciation of the shadow quality when you're running around in the dark with a torch.
Never wanted the easy path.
So apart from all the obvious potions and poisons and the rest, there are more secrets down here. We just have to find them.
Everything.
Now fortunately, we don't have to rely on perception checks for absolutely everything.
Taste.
Like the button back in the underground death chambers, catacombs, or church, whatever that was. And there is some natural light here, which is nice. So now we find ourselves in the familiar situation of having to open up one of these and dealing with the circumstances. But, you know, if you're coming into a place full of mouldering caskets, you're going to loot them, and you're going to have to just deal with the consequences. So we are surprised. So they get a turn for free. And now we get our turns after having passed initially, because we're at the top of the order. Conjured Imp. If you could come to the one you can reach, at the very least. And they'll take 4 damage there. Quaist. Can you reach the guy at the back? You can. And get that one going as well. Then for the others, you know the story by now. We start with some good old Hex. I'll tell you what I did. No, I'm fine. Up at the windmill, I was like, did I cast Hex and use Scorching Ray at the same time last episode? But no, because we reapplied the Hex, and that is not the casting of a spell, so we're fine. Alright, one down. There. Reapplying Hex is just part of the aftermath of the spell, not the casting of the spell itself. Now, unfortunately, there's a good chance these folks are going to get away to summon some more. Are they going to touch this case? No, they're not. They're not going to have enough movement to do so. So between us, I think we're going to be alright.
Can't even catch my breath.
Right, now we don't need to worry about Hex because they have 1 HP left. So you either hit them or you don't. Like that. Alright, that's that situation dealt with. These guys have some funky equipment. And then there are some other bits and pieces around. There's a scroll of Summon Quasit there. Some light cash. I really like the design of this encounter. You open up the first one, and for each subsequent occasion they manage to touch another one, they kind of keep spawning and keep spawning. But if you can finish it off fast, you don't have to worry about it. I have not heard the word they since I arrived, and my only apprentice knows me as Ilin Toth. There's some kind of important information here, but I can't remember what it would be. Will the Zurichs find me before they can bring her back? Prize lose me, tome, familiar, Who knows? But we need to search the cellar.
2 steps at a time.
And we have this mirror that, for about the first 4 times I came through this mirror, never had a problem. And then in my last couple of Let's Plays, it's just wrecked me every single time because I forget all the things I'm supposed to say.
Maya, Fortio.
Speak your name.
Examine the mirror, try to understand the magic. Well, we need at least a 2. That'll do it.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking look, hiding some secret. The face is crafted to be pleasing, but the personality is just a reflection of the wizard that created it.
Speak your name.
Jack Human Man.
I do not know this name.
It's a great name.
If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
Let's go with +3 charisma, +2 intimidation, +1d4 guidance for just open or I'll smash you. Yeah, that'll do it. That's a lot easier than having a quiz. The old brute force approach.
There's a pause as those glass eyes take you in. Then
And I'm off.
Off together.
I'll be. The secrets this place must be hiding.
I wonder if we could just... I guess we can't go around as our Quasit. We can look around, but we can't pick stuff up, so it's not as simple as just
Never believe this.
selecting the creature with dark vision to do all the exploring parts. I was like, what was that noise? But it was just our creatures, obviously. I'll take a rusted key.
Pockets.
Apparently that sack doesn't want to be interacted with. Interesting. All the other ones you can actually pick through with objects, but that one just obscurely exists. I will take interesting scrolls. Thank you ever so much. We'll read the Evil Eye, just on the off chance that you'd think it was something that Wyll would be interested in reading with his one eye. Well, the number of trinkets and bargains are hag... Oh, it's the hag book. Okay, well, we don't need to hold on to that. Apologies if you wanted me to read the whole thing. We've read it before. Then over here, there is a strange gate.
Better not be cursed.
And we can see that there are statues around the sides, which all look very terrifying. So, we do know the Mage Hand cantrip. And with our Mage Hand, I said with our Mage Hand, we can simply put this down there. Oh no, my spectral hand is stuck inside. Whatever will we do? And then Wyll, who has Arcana proficiency, can have a little peek at the book.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
We'll tuck that away for now. Thank you ever so much. Right, is there anything else down here? Books, antitoxin, notes. Some good stuff there. I'll take some basilisk oil. I'll take a scroll of featherfall. Alright, that seems to be most of the stuff of use. We've got the whole party with us. We can leave the way we came, back up this ladder. And that was... oh, I'll take that. I'll probably never use it to good effect, but I'll take it.
What have we here?
I think that's my fastest trip through the basement there.
Keeping pace.
Now, down through here, there's a much larger dungeon with all of the creepy crawlies and spiders and things, but I think I'll save that for once we've hit level 4. Speaking of level 4, how are we doing? We can't see how much remaining experience is needed on this display, but we're about a third of the way to level 4. So, I think that's going to do it for today. I don't quite know where we'll go next. There's several options. We could go towards the Hag, we could go towards the Goblin encampment, but I think we'll probably end up going somewhere north first. In any case, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you're having lots of issues with glitches this patch, let me know your woes down in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.